Hello everyone, welcome back to my DBMS lecture series. So we have learned how indexing and hashing speed up the data access, but now comes a critical question. When you write a SQL query, how does the database actually execute it? Okay? So and how does it ensure that the execution is done in the fastest possible way? So that's where query processing and optimization comes into the play. So today we are going to learn about these all things. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं. So let me write down the topic name. So the topic is query query processing and optimization. Okay. So what it is, let's define it first. So query processing is a sequence of step DBMS follows to translate and execute a high-level SQL query into low-level low-level operation. So the query processing means the sequence of step DBMS follows to translate and execute high-level SQL query into a low-level operation. Okay. So it ensures queries are executed correctly and efficiently. For example, suppose I am writing like select name from a student where roll number is equal to 101. Okay. So here what happened? The divisions break into steps like create table and apply condition and fetch result. Okay. So this is about the query processing. So next topic is like phase of query processing. Okay. So the phase of query processing. So the first one is parsing and translation. So what it means like SQL is a passed into internal representation like query tree. Okay. And DBMS check for the syntax error and semantic correctness. Example like table, column exists or not. Okay. So let me write it down. So it will be better for your notes if you are taking directly from here. So SQL query is passed into an internal representation. Okay, like in query tree, and it checks DBMS checks for syntax error and semantic correctness. Okay, as I have told you before. So, like for suppose you have created a table or column, so it whether exists or not. So these all are comes in the parsing and translation. Okay. So the next one is the second one, which is optimization. Optimization. So optimization means you can write it like DBMS consider multiple way of executing a query. Suppose choose the most efficient execution plan and using statistics, index and cost estimation. For example, you can suppose like use a index instead of scanning the whole table. Okay. So this is a better way for optimization. So let me write down the all points what I have told now. So DBMS consider multiple ways of executing a query. Okay, and it chooses the most efficient execution plan using a statistic, indexes. In the last lecture, I have told about the indexes, so how it is speed up for the searching. So I hope you have a little bit remember like what I have explained in the indexes. So and cost estimation. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So for example, if you want to write down the example, so you can do it. So example use an index instead of scanning the whole table. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with the optimization. So the third one is evaluation. Okay, or you can say it like execution also. So the topic name is third topic means in the query processing, the third process is like evaluation. So in this, basically your query execution plan is executed using low-level operation like scan, join or sort and results are returned to the user. Okay, I hope I am clear. So let me write it down for your reference notes. So query execution plan is executed using low-level operation like scan and join or you can say sort etc. Okay, and result are returned to the user after the execution and evaluation is done. Okay, so I hope I am clear. So the our next topic which is query optimization. Okay, so here I have uh, get the little bit intro like what is query optimization. So let's discuss in the detail. Okay, so the topic name is query optimization. Okay, so let's understand, sorry, what it is first. Okay, it is a process of choosing the most efficient query plan to reduce execution time and resource usage. Okay, so let me write it down. So process to choosing the most efficient query plan to reduce execution time and resource usage. Okay, so the type of optimization is heuristic optimization and cost-based optimization. Okay, so the types of optimization. So the first one is heuristic, uh, sorry, heuristic operation optimization, and the second one is cost-based optimization. Okay, so let's understand first what is heuristic optimization. So in optimization, it use rule to thumb. Okay, for example, perform selection before join and use indexes. Okay, so I hope I am clear with the heuristic. So let's moving further, which is cost-based optimization. So in the cost base, we use statistics like uh, table size, index availability, etc. to calculate cost of each plan. Okay, so choose the least costly plan in this. So as the name suggests, cost based. So in this, we are very focused on the cost. So this is all about query optimization. So now we have the fourth topic, which is query execution plan. Okay, so let me write it down. The next topic, which is query execution plan. Okay, so what it is basically, so it is nothing but a blueprint showing how the query will be executed. Okay, so a blueprint showing how the query will be executed. Okay, so I hope I am clear. So it include operation like table scan, indexing scan, join method, nested loop, hash join, and merge join, and sortings. Okay, so for example, suppose you are writing something like select from a student where age is greater than 20. Okay, so in this execution plans means use the index on age if available, else full table we have to scan. Okay, I hope I am clear. So this is in the query execution plan. So we have next is technique for optimization. So let me write it down. Technique for optimization. So In this, there are some points which you has to focus on. The first one is use indexes. So it is speed up for searching. If you are searching anything, as I have discussed in the last video, like indexes are used for the speed up for searching. Okay, so should I write this? I hope you guys are able to recall from the last video, but anyhow, let me write it. Speed up searching. Okay, and the second one is projection. Projection push down. So what it is, it retrieve only requires column. Okay, so it retrieves only required column. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So the next technique which we can use, like selection push down. Okay, selection push down. So what it is, it apply where condition as early as possible. Okay, I hope I'm clear. So the next one is join ordering. The fourth one, I think, one, two, three. Yeah, the fourth one is join. Oh, M लिखा गया यार. Join ordering. So in join ordering, the join similar table first. Okay. So in this, we have to join the smaller table first. Okay. So the last one is avoid redundant operation. Redundant operation. Okay. So in this, we are remove the duplicates only if needed. So removes duplicate only if needed. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with this techniques for the query optimization, or you can say techniques for optimization. Okay, so let's go through some advantage of query optimization. So this is going to be the last topic, and after that we are going to wind up for today's video. So the last one is the sixth point is advantage of query optimization. So in this, basically, for it faster query execution. The first point, it faster query execution. Okay, and the second one is efficient resource usage. So like CPU or your memory or your disk or input output. Okay, so these are some advantage. So the next one is, oh wait, so the next one is we have better performance for a complex queries. Better performance for a complex queries. So the last advantage of query optimization is essential for essential for oh, what happened to my pen? It's not working properly. Essential for large scale database. So in this lecture, I think I should wind up because it's going to be long video. So we have seen till now the advantages of query optimization and the query optimization technique. And here we have seen query optimization technique. And then we have discussed about the heuristic optimization and cost-based optimization and query processing and optimization. In that we have ensure like what is parsing and translation and optimization and evaluation. So that's all stuff we have discussed. So till now in this lecture, like we explored the query optimization and the hidden magic behind every SQL commands. So we saw how DBMS parse queries, optimize them, and choose the best execution plan to give result quickly. Okay. So in the next lecture, we shall move to the concurrency control, where we have learned how multiple users can satisfy access and database at the same time without causing conflict. So stay tuned on for the next video. तब तक के लिए if you guys really find that this video is really helpful for you, then please do subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget to like video and share with your friends because subscribers इतना जरूरी है यार मेरे लिए likes उतना जरूरी है ठीक है सो प्लीज हिट द लाइक बटन तब तक के लिए मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में तब तक के लिए कीप लर्निंग एंड कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग बाय बाय